Hi guys, welcome back to the very real cooking show. Super real, incredibly real. Nothing in here is fake. This is real life. This is as it happens, unedited, uncensored, blood and guts, flour and sugar. This is the kind of cooking show your grandma warned you about, but it's the show that she really wanted to see. So, without further ado, I'm going to bring my friend and co-star, Alexandra Breckenridge, always have trouble saying that many syllables all at once, to the cooking show. So, how do I do this? Alex, you there? I think you need to oh man, I need to send a request. Okay, let's see if I can do that. Turn off requests. No. So this is going great so far. Just the production value is awesome. The script's pretty good too. How do I do this? Add, search, go live with. Okay, yeah. Here we go. Alex. Where are you? Breckenridge. Alexandra, send request. This has been sent. There she is. So bizarre.
Oh, thank God they fixed that.
Dude, there you are.
There I am. You know, before it was like anybody could request to do an Instagram live with you. So if you were doing one, people would just keep asking, and it was really
obnoxious.
Yeah. So this is better.
This is streamlined. That only took me like 8 minutes to find you. Oh, it's my friggin' Wi-Fi.
Yeah, the Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi is not great either.
Oh, great. So this could be a giant debacle. But so welcome to the very real cooking show. But it's kind of your cooking show now because you're the only one on the show that knows what they're doing. So
I gave you a list.
Oh, I got the list. I got the bowl.
The bowl.
Good.
Nice big bowl.
Look at that. One bowl.
Yes.
What is that? Oh, that's your scale.
That's my scale. It's not as cute as yours. Yours is like
we can swap.
Millennial fucking scale. I don't know. Yeah. This is my scraper.
Oh, I got a mini scraper and a big scraper. Which one should I?
So when you're using the bowl, you see how this one has an edge to it? It's like curved.
Yeah.
So when you're scraping the bowl,
yeah,
you want to use the curved part of the.
Obviously. Okay, I'll use that little guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Was there something else? Oh, a tea towel, right?
Yeah, the tea towel. Where did I put mine? Yeah.
Clean. Give the old sniff test. Oh yeah.
They never smell that great though.
No, that's what I mean. But I have this weird. I keep smelling them, even though I know there's a strong chance it's gonna smell bad. What does that say about me? Anyway. Oh, you got a very.
It has a nice stain on it.
Yeah, but yours is very floral and sort of hip. Look at mine. Mine's just generic stripes.
It's kind of dude-ish. It's a dude-ish towel.
Dude-ish. Biggish. Yeah. So, all right, girl, show us the next stage. What do we do? Now, so everyone who hasn't seen up till now, Alex has become a master sourdough baker to the point where her loaves are now put out for the general public. I heard that rumor.
Well, yeah, no. This is like, I've been doing this for a couple weeks. And my friend, Christian Letts, who has been, he's just super creative and does everything under the sun that he's interested in. And so he went through the bread making rabbit hole, and this is the recipe that he shared with me when I started.
Nice. Or playing
yeah,
back.
He plays guitar for Edward Sharpe and the Magnetic Zeros.
Zeros. Nice.
Yeah, he also makes hats. He's an incredible artist. He has an album on iTunes. Like, he's
like one of those annoying people that's good at everything. Kind of
yes.
like you.
No, I'm not good at everything. It's not true. I wish that was true. So I have 2 starters here.
All right. Okay. Well, you know what? I have 10 starters here too. So there. But only one of them's usable. This one's the one that I did for display purposes like an hour ago or whatever it was.
Earlier.
Back in the fridge, right?
Right. Which is what this one is, which I did around the time that you did yours because I was asleep, passed out, having a weird nap in the middle of the day, which never happens to me. And then I get a text from somebody saying, hey, Martin's on Instagram Live doing the starter. And I was like, oh, crap, I forgot to be my starter. So then I came down and found my starter. This was from the fridge. You can see the bubbles.
Yeah, see, that's what we're talking about. Look. So if you ever wondered what actors do in their spare time, like shooting around in sports cars, drinking champagne, no. They literally go, how big are your starter? How big's your sourdough starter bubbles, Al? And we go, oh, shit, you got really good bubbles. There's really
We're
good.
Extremely self-involved, but we also get really bored of ourselves, so we have to do something else.
Something outside of ourselves, yeah. I never get bored of myself. We speak for yourself. It's the opposite. I'm just like, I'm so interested in myself. I'm just so entertained.
Right, which is why you're doing an Instagram Live of yourself making sourdough.
It's for myself. This is literally just goes into the home video library. We just sit around at Christmas time. Family hates it. I love it.
But they're going to love it when you go home and you can make, ooh, look at that. Ooh.
Dude, look at that. I know.
Oh, that looks good.
It went all the way to the top. And look at the bubbles. Can you see?
Oh, that looks really good. That's going to make good bread.
Okay. Well, no pressure.
No. We're going to work through this together. It's going to be great. This is the one from the fridge. This has not been fed today. So this might not be as good as yours because yours was fed today.
Yeah. So was yours. You said you got out of bed and fed it.
I fed this one. I don't think she's ready.
Oh, it hasn't had time to do its thing.
Yeah, I just think she needs a little more time to bubble. Because I went through like I was on the internet for days researching this.
Yeah, I know. I heard about it. But I'm very grateful because of your obsessiveness and your perseverance. Now the world is benefiting from this. We're just able to share with everybody. I mean, there must be so many people bored out of the brains in lockdown all over the world going, oh, I hate the lockdowns. But now, you can be like Alex and I and just make bread and get fat.
That's right.
I wasn't talking about
I love getting fat. That's right.
Doesn't love getting fat. It's getting skinny that sucks. Getting fat's the fun part.
Exactly. So, should we start making bread?
Tell me what to do.
Okay, so we're going to start with the recipe. I'm doing these weird accents all day. I don't know if you noticed. It's okay, so we're going to do 700 grams of water, warm water.
The gram thing. In the bowl. In the big middle bowl.
Well, I find that baking, they use grams a lot of the time. American baking, like books, they'll have it by cups.
Oh, here we go. American baking. Well, in America. In America.
In
America.
We do it this way.
You use grams. It's so annoying. But I like it. I get to use my scale again, right?
I mean, you can use any measurement system that you want, but in a lot of the baking, I found that they use grams. So anyway, that's what I follow. Because if you're gonna bake, you might as well use the system they're using. Anyway, have you noticed that I'm wearing a Bob Seger t-shirt, by the way?
Oh, you do that especially? You do that especially for the Virgin River fans. Oh, I'm just trying to think. Maybe I should put on a plaid shirt and then we'd all. Oh, look at that. Is that the one though? Is that the one?
No, no. The
You
one
happen to have one?
I have one. Yes, I have. This is a real Bob Seger shirt.
So what you're telling us is that Mel Monroe is just completely you. You are Mel Monroe. Everything about.
I mean, I didn't want to, you know, but now that you mention it.
Okay, all right. The secret's out. Okay, water.
Water. I'm gonna do. This has been sitting on the counter, so I'm gonna get overzealous. I'm gonna do about 600 grams room temp water, and then
What are you pouring it in? I can't see what you're actually. What are you pouring it into?
Let me show you what I'm doing here. Okay, so I got my big bowl. It's actually 614 grams, 613, whatever. This is a very finicky bowl. So I'm pouring it in there. And then I'm going to take some kettle water that I was boiling and just warm that up a little bit, because I have found that it just speeds up the process. I don't know. I'm sure people that know more than I do about bread baking would poo-poo me about this. I'm sure somebody would have something to say about it, but I don't care. You know what?
Hey man, I've heard about your bread. I've heard incredible things. So I don't think anyone has a right to judge you, given that you come up with the goods.
I'll send you some in the mail.
Thanks.
So, okay,
I just put my kettle on. Thanks for that. You didn't tell me I needed hot water.
Oh, I'm sorry. But you know what? I'm actually going to heat more water up because this isn't warm enough for me. But you know what you can do also? You can just turn the tap on and get some warm tap water.
No, I got a thing about that. I feel like it's got to be filtered or something.
No, it'll be great.
Okay.
I can't, by the way, everybody, I can't read the comments down below because it's like, it's too much having a conversation and trying to read comments. Martin, you wanna?
I'm trying to read them. Well, when you do that, I'll say hi to Sophia. Hi, Sophia. Hi, Eva Shal, 51. Hi, people in Brazil. It's Brazil, baby. Yeah, baby. Brazil's in the house. Brazil's always in the house. You guys never sleep. I don't know what time it is there. It's probably like 3 in the morning. They're all like, bake some bread. It's like gyrate and dance to Brazilian music. Naked, with paint on themselves in a Mardi Gras.
They're not in another time zone, are they? No, they're not. Maybe Central Time?
Isn't that like on the eastern seaboard of South America? That's like, it's got to be.
Brazil? Oh, well, now we sound like total assholes.
I think only one of us sounds like an asshole. Because we can't both be wrong if we've both got opposing views. So, someone from Brazil.
Anyways, I don't think it's a different time zone.
All right. How many grams of water?
It's 700.
Why is my okay 700? So I'm gonna do. It's 590 of room temp, and then the rest I'll do hot. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, I think that should be good. But you know what's fun about this process is that after we do this,
what's fun about this process?
All the waiting you get to do.
Oh, that's the worst part. For anyone who's interested, this is the perfect thing to do in lockdown, because it literally takes days to have one loaf of bread. Days. So it's the perfect quarantine.
I think I tried to figure out how long it takes. I think it's about 18, let's see, 6, 12. I think it's around 18 hours total or something.
Yeah, that's a lot. It takes honestly about 6 minutes to drive to the bakery. Okay. All right. How hot is
But
this?
there's not much gratification when you just drive to the bakery.
I know. I'm being facetious. I'm actually so into. I'm having the best fun ever. I never really baked before this COVID thing, so I'm sort of excited about a new frontier in my life.
I think a lot of people haven't baked before.
I know. It's like we're all busy running around with our heads cut off now.
I think a lot of people hadn't cooked before, like at all, and then they were like, "Oh, maybe I should learn how to make food because now I have to eat at home a lot." So, okay, we've got 700 grams of water. Now we're going to do 200 grams of our starter.
How much?
200 grams. Now, what I do,
200?
200, and let me, I'm going to turn this around, and we're going to talk about this for 2 seconds. So, on my scale, I press this button, goes to 0, right? So
is it just me, or is something really? Sorry to interrupt your fascinating display there, but do you sort of get a thrill out of making the scale go back to 0 when there's something actually on?
Yes, I do.
Right?
Yes.
It's super weird. It's kind of, I just like erase the weight of that thing. Anyway,
it's satisfying. It's a level of control that, So here's my starter. And that's my.
I'm like.
No, that's fine. Who cares? 6. That's.
Got it. No, I just put in. I'm so anal.
So mine is super bubbly, but I got to be real with y'all. I don't know if this is gonna float, so we're gonna check it out. Here we go. Here's the. Ooh, that's good. Oh, guys. That's really good. But you know what just happened to me? My scale just died.
Oh, no. Dude.
I'm not
Oh, no.
My scale just died. Oh, no. Wait.
Why?
And now it's zeroed itself out again.
Oh. So you got to scoop it out and then.
Let's talk about the timing of that. And this is
such good. Dude. See, I told you this is a
starter.
very, very real cooking show. This is the realest cooking show ever made.
That was terrible. Oh, no.
No,
and it looked so good. It was floating and everything. So that's what you want to see. And now I'm going to end up taking some of my water out accidentally. Oh, what a mess. Okay.
You can put a little more water back in.
Yeah, no, it's going to be great.
This is good.
Okay.
I like this. By the way, someone just texted me and said, "Where's your Mexican girlfriend?" I don't know why I find that really funny, but she's in Mexico. Yeah. Where else would a Mexican girlfriend be? But she's in Mexico because she can't get where I am because of COVID.
Where you are.
But if she's watching, I don't know if she is, but if she is, Aisha, you know the deal. I'm making an absolute asshole of myself publicly trying to do something like this. And the deal was I would do sourdough and granola and you would do relish. So I'm publicly shaming you. Yeah, she has a thing for relish. Well, we both do. It's kind of our secret thing we put on underneath scrambled eggs. It's awesome.
Oh, that sounds good. What?
But that was the deal.
So does she know how to pickle?
No, I guess that's what she has to learn. I don't know. Is that part of the deal?
I also pickle.
Oh, right. There you go. You can do one of these with her.
I do a lot of things. I know. I'm a weirdo. I can make pickles. I can make jam, cakes. I can fucking quilt. I know how to quilt.
You're a grandma. You're a grandma in a Bob Seger t-shirt on a Saturday night making sourdough. And you're a secret pickler. There you
go. It's not a secret. It's been on my Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Did you get your sourdough starter in there?
No, I'm still. Okay, so I do that now?
Look at me. I'm beet red from being called a grandmother.
Okay. So what do I do here? Do I just pour it in or do I spoon it in?
Yep. pour in 200 grams.
Okay, ready, everyone? I'm going to turn the camera around here. Please float. Oh, yes! It's floating! It's floating! Oh, this is
Good
so
job.
cool. Oh, man. It's totally floating.
Be proud.
Hey, Alex, you should
Nice
explain
work.
to people that whole point that it's got to float. Because I'm really hoping that there's at least one person out there that's bored and frustrated enough to try this.
All I know is that the floating, I mean, you want me to give scientific reasons? I don't know those reasons. All I know.
Just make it up.
The
No one will know.
It means that your yeast is active, and that's what you want when you're making bread. You want active yeast. I mean, if you were to use dry yeast, and usually, like when I make bread rolls, like sweet, sticky bread rolls, dinner rolls, like Hawaiian rolls, if you will. They take forever. Shut up. You use dry yeast. And you have to sit it on the counter in some milk with an egg and some sugar. And then it eventually starts to bubble. So you want to activate your yeast. So this is active yeast. And this sourdough yeast, your sourdough starter yeast, will always be active. It's not like dry yeast where it kind of like goes dormant. It's dry. It's always active. That's why you're feeding it. So it is kind of a pain in the ass. But it's also, look at that. Look at that. I mean, it looks like you're making fried donuts or something. It's great.
I know. But oh, hang on. I want to show you my counter. It just changed. I swear to God, it was 900 exactly, but 901's fine, right?
Yeah. No, it's yeah.
Well, I didn't zero it, so I just went from 700 to 900.
Mine's at 207. It's fine.
Okay.
Got a little extra in there. No big deal.
Okay. All right. As long as...
NBD. So now we're going to do 800 grams of all-purpose flour.
800 grams into what? Into that water mixture?
Into that bowl. So I measured some out because I was actually almost running out. And I was like, I wanted to make sure I had it.
How many grams?
800.
All right. So I zeroed my scale, and now I'm going to add 800 grams of all-purpose flour.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's in French, too, for our French friends over there. Farine tout usage. Here we go. 800, yeah? Just pour it in.
Yep.
How was your day anyway? Did you have a nice Saturday, Alex?
What?
Did you have a nice Saturday?
A nice Saturday? Yeah, I did wake up at the crack of dawn, and I did some work. Now,
on your Saturday, you poor thing. How are the kids?
Oh, poop. They're fine.
Good.
They're happy.
Good.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Is there an expectation in your house now that you made this amazing sourdough that you have to just keep going? Like, have you sort of made a rod for your own back?
I'm sorry, what now? Is that some kind of like New Zealand thing? What did you say?
Rod for your own back. You know, what does that mean? Like you've done something great, but now there's a downside. Now you're like, you have to bake all the time. Not that that's probably not a down for you. It's probably like the greatest thing ever.
No. I actually really like to do it. And my family eats it. So that was the whole purpose. I actually wanted to do like sandwich loaf bread, really, because my kids eat so many peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and yeah, they eat a lot of bread. Lots of toast happens in this.
Cheese toasty. Oh, did you say 800? 800 grams?
800. Yeah.
Yep. God, I'm only up to 470. I feel like this whole bag's gonna end up in there.
You're fine. I think it looks like you're fine.
Okay. But I don't need to sift this flour, right? I mean, it's obviously too late, but.
So you baked a cake.
Yep.
And did
It
you
was
bake it
actually
again?
awesome. I got to say, it was really good. It's pretty good.
Why don't you like send it in some dry ice to me or something?
All right, I'll bake another cake. I'll bake another cake and I'll send you a slice.
You texted me.
I'm
And told
making
me you
more
were making
granola tomorrow, actually.
Yeah. I know you sent me that recipe.
I'm doing.
I gotta try it.
Yeah. I'm doing ginger, cinnamon, fig, and mulberry. No, mulberries and I don't know, what was it? Sour cherries or something. But I went to the supermarket today. Do you know what a Buddha's hand is?
Had a what?
Do you know what a Buddha hand? Yeah. Check it out. That is a Buddha hand.
Oh, it's a squash. What is that?
No, it's a citrus. It's kind of like a really weird lemon.
Oh, it's a
And
citrus.
yeah. I don't know if there's much fruit, but the rind, like the zest, is amazing. It's lemon, but it's kind of more perfumey or something. It's incredible. So I'm gonna put a little bit of that in my granola, and I will send you some. I promise you.
Zesty.
Yeah.
I'm gonna flip my camera around and show you guys how I'm gonna start to mix this dough. It might be hard for me to hold the camera and do this at the same time, but I'm gonna try. Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right. So I've got my bowl, and I put in. So Martin, I don't think you put in your. Do you have whole wheat flour? No.
Yeah. I think I do. Whole grain, yes, whole wheat flour. But I just put in.
Okay.
I've already put in 800.
Yes, you put in 800 all-purpose.
Yeah.
So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna put in 200 grams all whole wheat flour. Okay.
Whoa! Didn't I get lucky?
So what I'm trying to show you guys with my hand mixing here is how sticky the dough gets. And so when you're mixing it like this, just it's gonna be clumpy. Like this is totally normal. If any of you decide that you're not just watching this for entertainment and you actually do want to make some dough, like this is totally fine. I'm gonna flip you around again and put you back up here so that I can continue to do some mixing.
I've got to, excuse me, miss. Excuse me, teacher. Excuse me, miss. Excuse me, miss.
Yeah.
Do I put the whole wheat flour in now, or do I do what you were just doing and then put it in?
Nope, you put the whole wheat flour in now before you start mixing.
Okay. 200 grams.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Mrs. Breckenridge.
I wish I could have like an overhead view. So, but this is my dough. It's super sticky. And I'm just trying to incorporate it as much as I can. And when I stick my hand in the dough, I squeeze it like a claw, smush it through my fingers, and then kind of wrap it around the bowl again so that you scrape the sides of the bowl.
You're not using the little scraper tool, right? You're doing this all with your hand right now.
This is all my hand right now, but I'm actually at the point where I'm gonna scrape it, and what I can do is show you where I'm at right now. So you can see it's pretty stiff, like it's not falling out of the bowl at this point. And I've got pretty much all of the dry flour that I need to. So I'm going to take this edge. And actually, what is a good idea is to wet your scraper, because it helps the dough not stick to it so much. Like it's easier to get the dough off. So what I'm doing now is I'm just scraping it off my hands. So you should go ahead and mix your dough with your water.
Do my thing here. I'm just going to show everybody, if you want to know what 1,000 grams of flour looks like. Here we go. 1,000 grams of flour. So it's 800 all-purpose, 200 whole wheat. For this particular bread, that's a specialty of Alex's that she's been working on for generations within the Breckenridge family, dating back to the turn of the last century in Connecticut. Okay, back to a main. No? Okay.
It's not at all true. Actually, my
This is awesome.
My father's mother's mother is French, and they had a bakery in the eastern part of the U.S. So that's kind of true.
There you go. So it is. I
don't have any family recipes though.
It is in your blood because I don't have that sort of French heritage. Mine's all Irish and Scottish, so I'm really good at baking potatoes. Thanks, Mum. Thanks for all my ancestors. Awesome.
I'm also Irish and Scottish.
Oh, there you go. Well, I'll send you a potato in the mail. How about that? You'll be so impressed.
What else? You're not just Irish and Scottish.
Dude, it's pretty much. I did that Ancestry.com, or which I think it was that one. And now I'm a little paranoid that some billionaire in Germany has the rights to my entire genetic code, and he can basically clone me, and I can't do anything about it. But anyway, moving right along. On a happier note,
are you a conspiracy theorist?
No, I'm not. But I did listen to a podcast, and they were talking about the negative potentials of your genetic material being owned by a corporation, and it's not what you give away right now, it's what could happen in the future. It just freaked me out. I just had visions of being locked up for the rest of my life for a murder I didn't commit.
Wow, Martin.
That's where my head goes. Yeah, so there you go. Welcome inside my mind. It's a lovely place. But I forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, no, I found out I have a little bit of Russian. I have a little Russian inside of me.
That's what she said.
You went there. I love it. You went there.
It's late enough. The kids are in bed.
The kids are asleep. We can talk about little Russian men inside me. Can't we? Come on, everybody. Come on, Instagram.
Oh, Lord.
Anyway, I was quite chuffed by that. I don't know why. I just sort of thought it's something slightly more exotic than Irish, Scottish. Not that I mind. I quite like being a Celtic nutcase. Ugh.
No, German is good.
German, Russian.
Oh. German, yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I know. My accents have been off today. I'm very tired. Okay, I'm gonna do a little. I'm gonna try to show you what I'm doing here. But
would you have? I need help. I'm like completely stuck to this. Like it's ridiculous.
Okay. Let me give you a tip. Use one hand instead of two.
This is a good time for that tip. I just want to point out, probably genius timing. Like
I thought maybe you'd be watching what I was doing and
I'm just gonna change the remote. It's gonna turn.
Okay.
Gotta go pet the dog.
Do that thing where you scrape off from one hand, probably your scrape off from your left hand, so that you can continue to just use with your right, because you're right-handed, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So do that.
Okay.
However long that's gonna take you.
Well, I'll do that. And then when I've
while you're doing that, I'll
show us the next stage.
The folks at home, what's going on here? So here is my dough, and what I do here, which is quite hard to do with one hand, is I turn it and I fold it, right, with that. Turn it, scrape, and fold. Turn, scrape, and fold. So I'm going to do that a few times. And
That looks suspiciously like one of those things that someone just sort of says, yeah, you just turn, scrape, and fold. It's like learning how to do the tango. It's like, oh no, it's just 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and you're like, oh, okay.
well, you have to use some force. You take the scraper, you cup it in there, and you scrape and fold it over. It's a movement that I wish I could sort of.
No, there you go. You're doing it.
But there's a lot of there's lots of YouTubes where you can watch people doing this and get the technique down.
But I've got a question for you. Excuse me, miss. Excuse me, miss. Excuse me, miss.
Yes. I'll take a question from Mr. Henderson.
There's sort of a little bit of just dry flour, not a lot, just a little bit around the outside. Are we worried about that? No, who cares? It'll get absorbed, right?
I just kind of leave it out there. Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
I mean, there have been times where I've scraped it in, but at this point, I've already mixed my dough to the point where I don't want to scrape all that dry stuff in there. Sounds gross. Sounds yucca.
I'm listening. I'm just washing my hands.
Wash those hands. So I haven't actually, to be totally honest with you, I haven't actually used wheat.
Okay, great. So I'm the guinea pig. So this is awesome. I thought you were literally going to just walk me through everything you did to make these legendary loaves, but no, you've actually just roped me into some kind of weird experiment here.
No, because you don't have einkorn flour and I'm out of my einkorn flour. And so what I was going to say is that I've used rye flour, but the base is all-purpose flour. So the secondary flour you're using is not so much.
Okay.
It's not as much as the all-purpose. So it's fine.
Now, show me your hands.
My hands?
Show me your hands. Show me your hands.
I already washed them.
Oh, okay. All right. So can I stop? Can I stop this now? Do you want to see my?
Show me what's happening in here. Okay, so that looks great. So I would, peel off. You scrape off with the dough scraper off of your fingers as much as you can.
Right.
And then, rinse your hands or whatever, and you.
I'll pick up the dough scraper. I'm having a. Okay. All right. So I scrape it off into the bowl.
Yeah, it takes some effort. It's not. Yeah. The business of baking bread.
It's kind of. I mean, let's be honest here. We wouldn't be up at 9 o'clock on a Saturday or wherever you are. I don't know what time zone you're on, but practically the middle of the night doing this if it wasn't fun. I mean, guys, you've got to give this a shot. It's so much fun. It's like being a big kid again, playing with mud pies and Play-Doh. Do you remember Play-Doh?
Yeah.
Is that still a thing? Did your kids?
It's currently in my house, so yes.
It's still a thing. I used to eat that stuff. I think it's got a lot of salt in it. It was yum.
Oh, that's what happened to you.
Oh, you're so funny.
So listen, here's the deal, guys. This is what's going to be super obnoxious, is that now, well, Martin has to catch up to me.
I washed my hands.
Martin's got to wash his hands and scrape his bowl. After that, we're going to put a tea towel on top of our bowls. And what I have here, which I'm sure you don't have, is I have this handy dandy, very large rubber band.
Okay, so the hot water.
You don't need one.
You didn't mention the hot water. You didn't mention the one hand business. You didn't mention the hair tie or whatever it is. I'm just pointing out here that you're literally setting me up for failure. It's fine, but it's plainly obvious to anyone who's paying attention. But go ahead.
Martin, when we spoke of this afternoon, when you suddenly decided to go on Instagram and bake bread, I knew.
As you do.
And then when we decided to come on together, I knew you weren't going to have a giant rubber band.
How do you know? How do you know? Maybe. Is that big enough? No.
Is that going to fit around your bowl? No.
No. All right.
So I have one of those bags of like, you know, just that you can get a bag of all different size rubber bands. So I have one of those, and in there is one of these.
You have a big
so
one.
I find it really helpful. After you've got your dough formed like a this, you're going to take your tea towel. It's called a tea towel, darling.
Yes, a tea towel. Yes, I see that.
Take your rubber band. I press the bowl up against my stomach, and I start from the back towards me with the rubber band, and then I just sort of tighten the towel. So, holy macaroni. So it just kind of ends up looking like this.
What am I going to do in the absence of a rubber band? I don't have a rubber band.
You don't, well, what I'm saying is you don't actually need one. It might be like a weird type A.
Oh, it is.
Kind
of like you giving us the detail that you're pushing the bowl against your stomach and starting the thing out there, kind of in keeping with that level of minutia.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So is that it? Have you done the stage? Is that it?
So now we let it rest for an hour.
Great. So we're gonna be at this. Oh my god.
So I'm gonna start my timer. I guess on my iPad because I'm on my phone. My hands are all sticky.
So I should be doing the turn.
Yeah, do your thing. Do your thing. Get it ready. Get it ready. And then so in an hour, we're gonna do the warm salt water scrub.
The worm?
Warm.
Oh,
salt water scrub.
The worm. Yeah.
The warm
Forget
salt water scrub.
Okay.
So. How you doing?
I'll be honest with you. It's a vulnerable moment here. Yeah, I don't feel like I really know what I'm doing. I feel like I'm about to get exposed for being a wannabe baker. That's how I really feel right now. I feel like all my baking ambitions are going to come crashing down, and the hard reality of life is just going to knock me on my butt, and I'm going to be humbled and just going to the bakery tomorrow.
But Martin, I'm here for you.
Oh, see, kids, that's what real friendship's about. When the chips are down and your sourdough's just looking a little weird, your friends are there for you.
Show me your sourdough. I'm sure it looks great.
You want to see it? It's kind of I think it's a bit of a shambles.
No. That's perfect. That's exactly what you want it to look like.
You are so kind. You are very kind.
That's what it should look like.
Okay. How many? Now, when you do a turn, you're bombarding me with a lot of information. Is it a half turn or a quarter turn? Or
I would
just
say
whatever?
a quarter turn.
I'm
It's
over
a quarter
there.
turn.
Oh, quarter.
I would say quarter.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is quite fun, though. I like this sort of action. Like it's kind of rewarding in its own way. Oh man.
Now here's the thing. We can do 40 minutes. We can wait for 40 minutes, or we can wait for an hour.
What's going to give us the best bread?
I mean, I usually wait an hour.
All right, let's do that. I think we should do whatever yields the greatest sourdough.
Somebody asked what a quarter turn was. So imagine the bowl has 4 sides, right? Imagine you've cut it in half, and then you've cut it in half again.
The bowl?
The bowl. Somebody asked what a quarter turn was.
Oh, right, yeah. Oh, yeah, you go for it. You go and instruct them.
So then that's a quarter turn. So one of those 4 is a quarter, like from here to here. Quarter.
Oh. And we are going to post this recipe, aren't we? Someone asked me earlier, are you going to post the recipe? And I said yes. Alex said no. We had this whole thing. I'm like, why would you do that? She said, no, that's not true. It's not true. We're going to share. We're going to share the love.
Somebody asked what the recipe for the starter was, and I'm going to tell you guys that I actually tried to do a starter. And I tried to do a starter with whole wheat flour, and I wasn't very happy with it. So I bought a starter. Like a month or two ago, I bought, it was about that much in the bottom of a jar. Actually, it's about this jar, and it was a little less than this in the bottom of the jar. And so I've gone off of that, and I've made, I don't even know, 8 loaves of bread at this point from that starter, because it keeps going. You feed it flour and water, and then it just keeps producing more starter, and you can bake till you.
I want to make lots of inappropriate jokes now that you kind of just you kind of just blew the ceiling off of that one, but no. Oh my God. Anyway, what
I missed it. I totally missed it. Oh.
Sure. So what happened? Do you want to see my thing? I mean, it's kind of.
It looks great. That looks great.
Okay. That little thing. Just hide that little guy. Okay. Okay. So do I cover it now?
Cover it.
Do I cover it with the
set it and forget it.
Cover, set and forget.
Set it and forget it.
Okay. This is awesome. And I'm gonna, when this is all said and done, I'm gonna share my scrambled egg recipe. As you know, I'm gonna hold Aisha to her commitment. I'm gonna wait until she makes relish, and then I'm going to show that to the world. All right.
I'm dying to know how to make relish. So
am I. I'm trying to eat it.
Yeah, I'm sure it's delicious. Okay, so we're gonna wait for this to happen for an hour.
1 hour. Okay. And you're sure I don't need to seal it or anything. I don't need to put the rubber band on. Just let it sit with the thing on. Okay.
Yeah. It's fine. That's just my own little weird thing. I like to have it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And do you want? Are we? Gonna show what happens when you smush the other stuff in there later, or just do that on our own little?
Once again, English, please.
Do you want to do an Instagram live for the smushing of the rest of it, or do you want to just do it separately on each of our stories? My question.
Oh, you mean, do you need to stick around? I mean, yeah, you show me. Yeah, let's do this bit. That's the last bit for tonight, right? In 1 hour. Yeah, let's do that.
That's not the last bit for tonight.
I'm kidding. Okay.
I told you that's why you have to start it early.
Okay.
Sometimes I wonder, Martin, when I'm talking to you, are you listening?
Sorry, what?
Can you hear me?
Sorry, what?
Hello?
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 Can you hear me?
Bad connection. Bad. My Wi-Fi is.
That was really good.
That's very good. That's very good. Okay.
I totally believed it.
Thanks. And the Oscar goes to. So, what are we doing? So we're meeting back here in an hour to do the schmoosh with the salt water.
Yeah. Or not. Or you can just do it on your own Instagram.
Whatever. It's up to you. If you're going to be up, I think I'd like you to show me, or you're going to have to tell me anyway, because I don't.
I'm going to be up. I have to do the same thing.
Well, then I'll see you in an hour.
Okay. I'll see you in an hour.
Okay. See you, mate. Damn. Yo. Welcome back to the Very Real Cooking Show. I'm your host, Martin Henderson, and our special guest tonight is no other than the wonderful, the talented, the charismatic, Oh, my sister just texted me. Hang on, I'll get back to her in a sec. Anyway, there's just not enough adjectives in the world to describe the amazing qualities of this young woman. Let's get her on the line here. What did I do last time? Participants, go live with Alexandra Breckenridge, the woman of 16 syllables. There she is.
Much easier this time.
Welcome back.
Thanks for having me back.
Oh, it's so great to have you on the show. I've always wanted to have you on the show, and every week we get together, me and the producers, and we sit around and we just think, who could we get? And your name always comes up, but we never thought you'd say yes. So we're absolutely flattered.
Oh, thank you so much.
Oh, no.
It's been a dream of mine. Really has.
Well, now you're flattering me.
To be here with you because, your bread making skills are just top notch.
Now you're lying.
Yeah.
Is that Casey? What did he say?
He said, come to Brazil. He said, come to Brazil.
Is he going? I'll go with him.
No, he said, well, he did say come to Brazil, but he said back up. Are you back online? Anyway.
We live online, Casey.
It's true. It's true. We mostly live online, especially because we stream.
We bake till the early hours. I'm so tired, dude. I'm literally eating. Actually, I'm going to give a shout out to Endangered Species Chocolate. I don't know if you're familiar with this brand, but it's so good. And you know what's really cool about it? On the inside of their packages, they have these little blurbs about different animals that are endangered and all these facts. And then there's these different societies that they give a proceed of their profits to around the world to help with endangered species. So you can get fat and help endangered species. You can get diabetes. So nice. You can get high cholesterol. The world's your oyster when you eat this stuff. So I need it, man. I'm so tired. I'm a bit worried anything can come out of my mouth at this hour.
Dude, you have to stay up for another hour and a half. So
I know.
What are you talking about? It's 10:30. When we talked about this, you said you were gonna stay up late. Anyways, are we gonna look at our dough? See what's going on?
Yeah. Take it away, Al.
Go to bed. Okay.
No,
well,
good.
You and I are gonna have to stay up for another hour and a half doing this shit. Everybody else can go to bed. This is what my dough looks like.
I think we should say hi to people. How come you don't say hi to people? You're so rude. I'm gonna say hi to people.
I'm sorry. Last time for the last 50 minutes that I'm sorry. Were you talking to people during that time? What?
I said hello. I said hello to a couple of people. Anyway, I'm going to say hello to good morning, Belgium. Hello, Sarah. Hi, Katie. It's 12 here in AL. Where's AL? Oh, look at that. Okay, so that's your salty water, and you're going to pour it right on top. Hi, Gail and Toha. Hi, Jasmine. I love you too, Gray's Obsession. Australia. Oh, g'day, Australia. How's it going down there? Are you guys making bread down there? What kind of bread are you doing? Are you just firing over your... What's it called? You sat down by the billabong.
What is it called? You should know more than me.
About a dude who was walking through the bush and he sits down, he fires up his billabong. I don't know. Anyway. Okay, tell it. Oh, look at that. Look at that hand action. Whoa. Now there's a girl that likes to play with her Play-Doh.
It's hard with one hand because usually I hold the bowl down with the other hand so that I can really.
I'm going to leave that one alone, kids. Anyway.
HR's going to come after you. So shh.
I didn't say anything. I'm just saying don't play with other people's Play-Doh if you haven't asked first. Not polite.
Okay.
Moving right on.
So this is sort of what it's going to look like for you. And this is what you're looking for. And you want to incorporate it. Ta-da! Incorporation. As I said, it's very hard for me to do this with one hand.
Hello, Miguel. Sorry, I'm just going to start shouting out to people because
Yeah, do that. Ow, oh,
I think we should talk about. You okay?
Yeah. I just had a back spasm. It's from having 2 children. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh my God, baking is like a high risk activity. Who knew? Yeah, she put her back out baking. She literally put her back out kneading dough. Oh, you're right.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm gonna get my scraper wet.
This show just keeps getting better. Later and later. This show. Oh my goodness. Hey, you know what? You heard it here first, folks. It's a very real, inappropriate cooking show. So I'm gonna follow your lead here. I'm gonna pour the salty water over the dough. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is fantastic. I told you, man, this time of night. Oh.
Who knew bread baking could be so inappropriate?
Inappropriate. But you know what? You know what is appropriate? Is how good this bread is going to taste.
True.
Okay, so I'm going to pour this over now.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, here we go, everybody. Here's my salty water. Oh my God, Alex. I've got a lot of...
I swear you started.
I've got a lot of... really...
What's happening there?
That's my salt that didn't dissolve.
What kind of salt?
Molten salt. It's like really fancy salt.
Oh, molten salt. Oh, you should have told me that.
Okay. You should have asked me.
I
used the wrong salt.
I love that salt. No. It's great salt. It's fine. It'll be fine. Just you gotta smush it in. It's fine.
Okay.
It'll be great.
Okay. Here we go. All right, everybody.
I use that stuff all the time. It's awesome.
Okay.
It's great salt.
So now I do the one-handed knead. This is so much fun. I really want people to try this. I really want and fail. Everybody, it's okay to fail. I failed on my first starter. Alex, have you got any failure stories you want to share with the viewers out there in Instagram land?
Failure stories? I have so many failure stories. What are you talking about?
Little bumps along the road that ultimately led to your success, your person.
Oh my God. That's way too deep for 10:40 at night baking bread.
Well, let's talk about
strangers
then. Lots of people want to know about season 2 of Virgin River on Netflix, airing next Friday, November 27th.
This coming Friday, because tomorrow is Sunday.
Friday, you're right.
So it's technically
6 days.
I wonder when they put it on. Do you know when they drop it? Like, do they drop it at like 12 in the morning on Friday?
Probably. But it can't be 12. But that's the thing. If it's 12 o'clock in New Zealand, it would only be, math. It would be like 3 in the morning the day before. So that wouldn't work. So you know what? Maybe Netflix probably have a calculator, and they probably actually figure out the time zones around the world.
You think?
I don't know. They've got an algorithm for that stuff, don't they? They've got an algorithm for making sourdough, I'm sure.
For lots of things. You think they make sourdough over there at Netflix?
No, they don't.
No. So do you want me to show you what my dough looks like right now?
Yep. Want to see my dough? That's my dough. My dough.
This is my dough. Okay. So this is where I'm at.
Oh, your dough does look good. Yours dough look a little less
clumpy.
Yeah.
You have to keep kneading it. It's yeah.
So what is the consistency that that you notice that lets you know? Does the dough tell you that it's ready? Is it something that talks to your hand?
Yes, it talks to my hand.
What does it say? What does it say when it's ready?
It speaks to my fingers.
What does it does it say? What does it have a little voice? Does it talk like that? Is it
No.
voice? Does it say, "Hey Alex, can you feel me on your fingers"? No.
No, I'm sorry. I don't believe that my dough talks like that.
Where's your dough from? Is your dough sticky?
My dough says,
Hey, yo, I'm done. Stop mixing me.
You got some New York dough. You got some.
Can't do New York without swearing so much. What is it about New Yorkers that just make you want to cuss?
I don't know. It's
Kind of goes with the territory.
it just is, yeah. I wish I could show you. I can't hold the thing and do this. It's like completely impossible.
I can't actually. You look.
Oh. Can you do this? Can your dough do that?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god! Kind of like like I'm playing the dough. It's like a old Austrian or Hungarian instrument. Like a piano accordion, like a vertical piano accordion. This is super fun. Oh, dude! Now it's starting to get sticky. You're right. It's not talking to me. I was so off base with that assumption. It's
So listen. So take your scraper.
But is it ready? Like, if it's pretty sticky, like it's literally kind of sticking to my hands, is that good?
So you want to add some water to your hand so it doesn't stick to your hand so much.
I love how you tell me all this stuff way up. I actually need to know it.
God, OMG. What would you do?
What would I do if somebody I went on one date with? One date. There was one date. And then found out that his ex-girlfriend was pregnant? I don't know. I might walk away from that.
Not if it was Jack Sheridan, you wouldn't.
You'd have to do something pretty phenomenal to get me back.
Like, build your cabin in the woods.
He already did that.
Something more? You want more? Oh, man.
Yeah.
There's no pleasing you. Oh, my God. See? You
You're
give
right,
them an inch,
a baby.
they take them off. You build them one cabin, and now they want a whole village. They want a whole town named after them. They want a whole country. And then that's not enough. They want a whole continent called Monrovia. Mel Monrovia. This continent was settled by Jack Sheridan and was bequeathed to his love.
I'm gonna you didn't build Mel a cabin. You fixed one up. You fixed a cabin up. You didn't
See what I
build
mean?
it.
That's not enough for you. Oh my God. Okay, fine. You know what? I'm so glad you're not Mel Monroe. You would be impossible to please. No. The truth is, I'm so glad you're Mel Monroe. You're the best Mel Monroe ever.
I don't know. I get lost in these. I can't really tease things. I'm scared I'm gonna like give too much
Give away. Me too. I hate talking about it. I'm gonna jump right to the last scene of the last episode.
Charmaine needs to go back to You Both Are Funny. Oh, You Both Are Funny. That was two separate. I read them as one. What about Hope? Somebody said. Well, we'll find out what happens with Hope and Doc and everybody.
Open top. Lizzie and
Is there a season 3? Gosh, I sure hope so.
we're actually currently shooting season 9 of Virgin River. It's top secret. No, I'm joking. In case anybody really thinks I'm serious, I probably have to qualify. No, we're not shooting season 9 Virgin River.
Why the name is Mel Monroe? I have no idea. You'd have to ask Robin Carr that. She is the writer.
She was a big tennis fan in the 80s.
She's a what? Big who?
Oh, that was McEnroe. No, I was thinking of McEnroe.
Oh.
Oh my God, you're a millennial. You don't even know who John McEnroe is.
I'm an elder millennial.
True.
Okay?
It's true. I'm so old.
I'm an elder millennial, though. I was not quite in the... I resent that statement.
Okay, I retract it.
How's your... I feel like we're done.
Would you
here.
like, dude, check it out, check it out, check it out.
I think that's good. I think that looks pretty good. I think...
You want to see what happens when I give it a thingamajig?
Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. Put the tea towel on it. We'll let it rest for 30. And then we'll never do this again.
I'm sniffing my tea towel again. We will never... Dude, I'm so into this. I'm gonna go buy an apron, though. I reckon that'd be a good investment.
Oh, my God. Your shirt is... That's like... It looks like you have toddlers.
I know. I do. I have one inside here.
When are you going to see the results of the bread? Well, listen, we're going to show the bread tomorrow evening. Both of us will post about our breads because we'll have 4 loaves.
I have so much bread. I'm going to post Alex's address on Instagram tomorrow, so if anybody wants some bread, just feel free to...
He doesn't know my address, luckily.
I'm going to find out.
I'm unlisted.
It looks like he's been whacking the dough. Kim McKenna. Wow. Wow.
Oh my God.
Nice one, Kim McKenna. Oh my goodness. Oh, hi from Turkey. Say hi to people. You should say hi to people. They're just so happy to see you.
Hi, I have a hard time reading everybody's names as they just fly up the screen. I'm like,
Jasmine wants to know how much do you love working together? Well, that's like the worst question to ask.
We love working together. What? Not me and you. Somebody else. Oh, South Africa. I've never been there.
Mexico. Kavila from Mexico. Say hi, Lexi. Where's Sammy? Oh, he's sleeping. He's snoring away.
Somebody was laughing really hard at something. Oh my God, I peed myself. I laughed so
That's so cool. I love peeing myself.
Who said that? I just saw all these laughing. Abby K. Patrick. She peed herself.
Hello, Scotland. Natalie McLean from Scotland. My mom's from Scotland. She's from Edinburgh.
Good morning from Brazil. Okay, so it's in the morning. All right, listen.
Yeah. I told you. No, you're an amazing actress. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Who cares about geography?
I care about geography, but little.
Clearly, you didn't. You didn't in high school.
The last grade I think I technically completed was 8th grade.
And that was on a technicality? Like what? So what's the actual?
No, because when I entered into high school, I really didn't go to school at all, and then I dropped out. So
you're a rebel. You're a rebel.
Educated human.
You said you're what?
I'm a self-educated human.
There's a word for that.
Is there?
Yeah, I forget what it is, but it's a really, yeah, it's kind of a cool word. Yeah. Well, we better say goodbye to everybody.
Thanks.
Goodbye,
But
Peru.
it's not my bread.
What?
Tea towels. Oh, there's a trick. If your dish towels smell, put them on hot in the washing machine with distilled white vinegar.
All right, here you go.
You know.
Okay, I don't have any. So
I'm going to start my own Martha Stewart channel for
this is like
high school dropouts.
who needs good when you've got how to flunk high school and be a star of a Netflix TV show and make the best bread ever. And who cares if you don't know where Brazil is? It doesn't.
No, I care. Oh, stop that. That's not fair.
No, I know you care. I just mean you don't
We love
care
Brazil.
enough to know. Like
Martin Henderson.
you can still care and not actually know, right? Like I care about sourdough bread, but I do not know how to make sourdough bread.
And that's why I'm here.
See?
To help you learn how to make sourdough bread.
Is your dough in there?
No.
Oh. All right. I think that's a it was perfect. Yo.
Martin, when I was trying to describe the entire process to you, your eyes sort of shut off about not even a minute into me trying to describe the process to you. So do you think that in that time I was going to say, you're going to need to wet your hands while you're working with the dough? No,
Oh,
I need to do bullet points.
Touche. I have no. I have nothing. I'm silent. Fair enough. I will learn to be a better listener. Okay, Mel.
Who's watching right now?
Better listening to your feelings. I know that it makes you feel validated. So I want you to stay in Virgin River forever. And so I'm going to become best
They said that Martin is a bad student.
Oh, dude, I'm not.
Oh,
So, I'm going to have the last laugh when you eat this bread, and you're going to be like, that you're going to take total responsibility. You're going to be like, oh, yeah, it's because I taught you how to do it. I know how this is going to go.
That's true.
Yeah, so you win either way. If it's crap, you blame me for being a bad student. If it's great, you're the best teacher.
Yeah. I win whatever. So at some point, dude, you're going to want to take this guy.
Yep. Like this point now, or just some arbitrary point in the future?
I'm not really sure what you're doing there. Can you show me what exactly you're doing that? Okay. So you don't need to stretch it. Okay.
Oh, such a disappointing shake of the head.
Let me help you here. So you've got this in here. You want to, let's just do a little. I'm going to wet my hand a little bit. And then I'm going to take the dough.
Yeah.
I'm going to fold it. So this is also what you're going to do in a half an hour.
Jack goes to Westlake. Jack, shout out. Westlake Boys High School, North Shore, Auckland. Best school ever. I don't know what year you're in, Jack, but I hope you're studying hard, and I wish you all the greatest success. You're at a great school. Anyway, that's all I have to say about Westlake. That was my school. It was probably pretty obvious, but that's awesome. Jack,
That's cool.
Like, I hope you're paying attention to this young lady, and you're learning lots from Ms. Breckenridge. Anyway.
That's cool. So somebody's on that is going to your old school?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome. Oh, he's in year 11. Saw you there in year 9. Oh, right on, Jack. So weird. We're just having a conversation across the Pacific Ocean, time zones. Nothing can keep us separated. I'll never let go. I'll never let go.
I'll never let go, Jack.
$10 if you can type the name of that movie right now, Jack. You got 5 seconds. What was that movie a quote from? Don't say anything. No, he's in high school. He probably hasn't seen it. I will honor the bet. Next time at Westlake, I'll give him $10.
I still haven't seen it yet. Nobody has typed in the name of the movie.
Someone typed in Arabic.
But they said I look like a princess, so that's nice.
Oh. Do you know any songs from Frozen?
Martin, you are pure art. Titanic, there it is. Haha, Titanic. Thanks, guys.
Jack, well, that was more than 10 seconds. That's true. Jack, sorry, mate. It's all right. But you're a Westlake boy, so you're all right in my book. Okay. Anyway, I'm not paying attention. The ADD is kicking in full effect.
It really is. But, you know, I'm going to find another recipe. I know this. No. I'm going to find another recipe because I know this is super labor intensive. Like, this is ridiculous. I get that. I
mean, come on. Are you New Zealand, Martin? Yes, I am New Zealand. I'm the country of New Zealand. I'm the North Island and the South Island. I was brought up from under the ocean by Maui. His fish hook dug into my flesh and pulled me up from the... No, I'm not, but I am from New Zealand, yes.
Wait, what? Have you seen
Whole
that?
thing, Maui. He was a legend. It was a legend that's how the land of New Zealand was formed, by this guy who fished up the North Island, and then he took his club and he beat... It was a stingray. It was a giant stingray, and he walked along and he clubbed it, and the clubbing action created all the mountains and the hills of the North Island. Hobbitland. Hobbitland was created by Maui.
I've been to Hobbiton.
Why did you go to Hobbiton? Hobbiton town. Hobbiton.
Why did I go to Hobbiton?
Yeah.
Because I was in New Zealand and I went to Hobbiton.
Did you like New Zealand?
I love New Zealand.
Oh.
It's one of my favorite places besides Bali.
Bali's pretty nice. Can't go skiing in Bali, though.
I don't go skiing, so it doesn't matter.
Okay. Great, you're no fun. So anyway, let's go. What happens next?
So, the fun part. Well, can I see your dough?
Yep.
No, you need that more.
Need it more. Okay. I'll get my hand.
I need you to get your scraper out.
Yeah.
Get your scraper.
Oh my goodness. Hang on.
Take your scraper.
You just said I need more. So do I get my scraper or do I need?
How many times did you need?
I've been sort of doing it on and off this whole time. Sort of very sporadically. Very erratic.
Erratic.
Okay. I've got my scraper. There's people from the Philippines here. Hello there. Hello there. Someone said, "How do you keep your accent from appearing in Virgin River?" That's easy. I just mimic Alexandra Breckenridge, basically.
Well, listen. I want your dough to kind of look like this a little bit more. Do you see? It's just a little bit more
wet.
Somebody's watching from Cambodia. That's pretty cool.
In Indonesia, Peru, Malaysia. What's going on out there, people? Well, it's probably a reasonable hour for those people. I feel like they're still in the middle of their day. It's probably their Sunday.
So, Martin, look. When I take my scraper and I scrape like that, this is what you want the consistency of your dough to kind of look like.
It's like plaster on a wall.
Sure.
Kind of.
Whatever you like in that consistency.
Okay, fine. Doesn't look anything like plaster on a wall. Oh.
I don't know. I've never plastered anything. I could totally plaster on a wall. I don't know. So anyways, once we've gotten it to that stage, what we're going to do is we're going to leave it for 30 minutes on the counter with the towel cloth on it, and then come back to it and fold it 6 times every 30 minutes. And I'm going to walk you through this off camera. We're not going to do this on live. That's ridiculous.
Well, just walk everybody through it now verbally. Just tell everybody so that, you know, there might be someone out there that wants to do this. Give them an idea. Prepare them for the worst. Let them know what they're in for. That your life could be this exciting that you could literally just piss away hours of your youth trying to make one loaf of bread.
This is how you, too, can spend your Saturday night making sourdough and feel very accomplished Sunday evening. This time you've rested your dough.
When do we literally, when do we get to eat? Like, when is this thing actually ready?
So, okay. So we've done this now, and so we're going to be up and so late. I'm a wuss and I go to bed just so early these days. But
you have children. Understandable.
I do, and it's true. And okay, so when you start your dough process for this specific recipe, you want to start. You don't need to whack it and bring it up in the air like that. It's too much. It's like
no whacking.
You're
no.
Like, what are you doing there? You're like,
I'm whacking my dough. What does it look like I'm doing? Radio silence. Total.
Okay.
Okay, no more whacking the dough. It's too late for that. Okay, I think I've whacked my dough enough.
You've whacked it quite enough. So you want to take the scraper and do what I showed you and sort of fold it around the bowl with the scraper and wet the scraper underneath the water first so that it doesn't stick to your dough.
So wet my scraper?
Yeah, just wet it down a little bit.
All right.
So this dough, I'm just going to tell y'all what's up with this dough. So once you start the process and you make the dough as we have done this evening and you make the dough, you let it rest for an hour. Then you do this process we're doing now. Then you rest it for half an hour, fold it about 4 to 6 times, let it rest 30 minutes, fold it. You're doing that for about an hour and a half. 3 times of 30-minute rests between foldings. Then you stick it in the fridge for 8 to 10 hours, which is why we're doing this at night, so that in the morning we can take it out of the oven, out of the fridge, and cut it in half. Fold it some more, do some special things, and then put it in a proofing basket if you have one.
Dude.
Yeah.
There's a word for people like me. There's a phrase for people like me. All the gear, no idea. But that's why you're here.
That's where I'm here. That's pretty good. So, but you can also do that in like a regular bowl. This is fully dirty, but so you can basically take a towel, sort of spread it open like this, flour the inside. Once you cut the 2 doughs, the one dough into 2 doughs the next day, if you only have one proofing basket, you can use this other kind of bowl to put the other one in, and then you cover it, and then you have to stick it in the fridge again for another 8 hours. So it's all about timing. It's like, when do you want your bread? You have to kind of...
Mid-January would be cool, but, you know, it's later.
I promise you. No, listen, next time we do this, I'm going to find something. I'm going to find a recipe. I'm going to talk to my friend, Christian, who knows shit that I don't know. Christian Letts knows everything.
No, this is irrelevant. I was just obsessing about his last name.
Letts. Well, it's not his real last name, but, you know, it's his last name.
Oh, it's just a fake last name. Just whatever.
Well, no.
Just a made it.
Now we've got into that.
You know what? I don't think we need to know. I feel like one of us is going to get in trouble if we divorce.
I've gotten into trouble.
Yeah.
Doesn't know you.
Well, yeah, I don't want you to get into trouble.
Sorry.
Anyway, tell us. So, yeah, I'm going to start scraping and folding.
Okay. I want to see where you get with this dough.
Quarter turns, right?
Yeah. Can you say hello to Carolina?
Yeah, say hello to all those lovely people.
Hi, Carolina. Brandy's laugh crying.
Why don't you give people little spoilers? What do you call it? A little teaser. Give people a little teaser for season 2. What can they expect from Mel Monroe in season 2?
Oh man. Well, I mean, what do you think? I'm curious to see how she's going to deal with Charmaine's pregnancy.